Hi everyone, it's Eva Pieczak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I'd love to talk to you about the number one key to success, which is self-image. Self-image is something that completely changed my life. Some of you might know, I was battling a fear of public speaking for about 11 years before I started working with my mentor, with Bob, and pretty much when I learned the concept of self-image, in several months working with him, I was speaking to my first event was about 70 people in the room. No problem, actually enjoying myself and not having fear in front of people. But self-image also taught me what needs to change before we can achieve any serious goal in our life. Whether this is multiplying your income or developing a business or attracting the love of your life or creating permanent fitness level that you desire, you have to start with the number one key to success, which is how do you think, how do you see yourself? In 1960s, there was a man called Maxwell Maltz who developed the concept of self-image, and he talked about psychocybernetics. What is psychocybernetics? Cybernetic mechanism is a mechanism that actually guides you towards one direction. So let's say a thermostat would be a cybernetic mechanism, or an autopilot would be a cybernetic mechanism. So it basically, once it's programmed, it governs you to one specific direction. Most of the time when the rocket flies to the moon, it's off course, but the cybernetic mechanism is actually making it adjust and go on course. So let's bring it towards our results. For instance, let's take someone, if you are someone that would like to develop a business and multiply your income, the way you see yourself right now on the basis of your experiences. So for instance, you might be working for somebody earning 30,000 euros a year. The way you see yourself, the way you operate, is how your actions and your results are happening. So in order for you to move to 50,000 income earner working for yourself, or 100,000 income earner working for yourself, you actually have to start seeing yourself differently. How do I walk? How do I talk? How do I meet and greet people? What sort of habits do I have? Maybe I have more discipline. Maybe I am better at money management. Maybe I am better at going past my fears. Maybe I'm more persistent. What sort of people I'm hanging around with? So you're actually building your own character. Who do you need to be in order to actually have that kind of results? And a lot of the times we don't think about those things. You know, when we actually achieve goals, we're just like, our eyes are on the goal, but we don't understand that we have to change internally. We have to change internally. One of the biggest changes that had to happen to me is I had to develop an employer or an entrepreneurial mindset, because I was programmed to going to work and getting paid. I was not programmed for multiple streams of income, for someone that is super disciplined in my working time, for someone that is pretty much presenting my material all the time and feeling uncomfortable if I don't do it. So the truth is, self-image is number one key to success. Now, how do you develop self-image? Well, first of all, you have to understand what sort of self-image you have right now. So what sort of thoughts, what sort of image of you have right now? And technically, you can start looking through your results. So for instance, if you're working for somebody, if you're working in finance for 30,000 a year or 50,000 a year, that's how you see yourself. So you go to work to earn money and to get paid. And then, what do I want to see myself as? So if I want to achieve certain goal, I need to start asking myself, what sort of a person would I be if I had that goal? And then you start shifting into being that person. Now, there's only very few minutes here in this video that I can talk about it, but there are specific simple tools that I can actually teach you how to shift from your current self-image to actually the new image of the person that you need to become. And so that's why I've developed an event and a webinar this month for you, so that you can actually learn that for yourself. So if you can join us, there is a specific event happening, a winner's self-image, this weekend, this Saturday here in Dublin. And also after that, for those of you that can't be there or maybe are based internationally, we have a webinar happening on 27th of July. And all of that, I will actually teach you a deeper understanding of what your self-image is and how in simple steps change it, how to turn it around, how to start becoming the best version of yourself that is actually producing the results that you want with your eyes closed. So if you guys can join me, ideally come to the event, because it's a 2.5 hour workshop and it's just going to be so much tools and so much interaction. If you can join me there, please do. And if not, then maybe you can join me at a webinar. I will post links to all these things under this video. So I hope that gave you some food for thought, and self-image is so crucial. I mean, truly, if you change that very something, that very change allowed me to become pretty much turn from a shy finance person hiding behind her desk to actually speaking to hundreds of people, no problem. And whatever you guys want to do, you've got to start by looking at who you think you are, what you're capable of, how much do you think you're worth, because these are very, very important questions. When you change them to what you want to achieve, to become the person that already achieved your goals, seriously, like your whole life transforms. And the ideas that come to you, the opportunities and the action steps that you're taking are completely different. They're actually congruent with what would you be doing if you already were that person that you need to become to get your goals. So if you can join me, that would be really wonderful, and I hope it gave you some food for thought. Have a fantastic week. Take care.